Well, today's really about bringing the best of industry and government together and really talking about the supply chain and some of the challenges that we have in developing it, but also some of the great opportunities that in particular we have here in Abu Dhabi. Boeing, we do a current market outlook, and when it's 20-year demand forecast for deliveries of commercial airplanes. And when you look at the Middle East, we forecast over 2,600 more airplanes to be delivered over the next 20 years. I mean, that's over a $550 billion market. And I think when you look at that, and then you look at the UAE in particular with Emirates, the largest 777 user, Etihad, the fastest growing airline, will be the largest 787 Dreamliner user. That's really why you see a company like Boeing committed here and looking at kind of a 50-year behavior, because we're here for a long time, and so part of our partnership with the government's to help them to work toward this Vision 2030 in the aerospace sector. And we announced last year at the Dubai Air Show that we'd put another $2.5 billion of work in Abu Dhabi to help create this aerospace ecosystem. The market really enables companies like Boeing to come in and invest here. I mentioned the number of commercial airplanes we forecast over the next 20 years is over 2,600. It's a $550 billion market, and what that allows a company like Boeing to do is to look long term, right? We're going to be here for at least 50 years, so behave like it. And part of that is putting work, helping the aerospace ecosystem develop. We brought Strata on as a tier 1 supplier. We're developing 777 and 787 aerostructures as Strata. We've also brought Tawazun on. We're working with Precision Industries to develop their coding capability for their machine parts, so we can actually source the parts into composite aerostructures and deliver out of UAE. Anytime you're going to develop capabilities as large as Abu Dhabi is, you're going to have some challenges. And I think probably the one that we're all focused on this year is really continuing to grow human capital development. I mean, that's a challenge around the world, not just in Abu Dhabi. 5 years ago, we changed the way that we did the business, and I mentioned about the importance of the market, and we realized that we had to demonstrate long-term behavior because we were going to be here for a long time, over 50 years. So we started to localize our sales team, our operations team. We used to parachute in from Seattle, try to make a sale. If we did, we parachuted out, and then a different group would parachute in and help to execute. Well, now today we've got a very large team on the ground, forward placed. We've got offices in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in Doha, in Riyadh, and Kuwait. And so we've really brought forward our team to be able to work these key partnership programs and be part of the community on the ground where we work and live. The thing that Abu Dhabi has going for it is the top leadership commitment and vision to aerospace industry. I mean, you look at great leaders like Hamid Al-Shamari, who's leading the aerospace industry. I mean, Hamid is absolutely empowered and committed to get this going, and I think that's why companies like Boeing, we're committed to Hamid to help him do the things he needs to do to develop the human capital. I think the technology transfer is in place and we're building the capacity, but I think we'll continue to find ways to team with the government to develop the youth again, so that we really have an engineering and science workforce that can help us get to 2030, and where the UAE industry is delivering major composite structures and probably some materials. Yeah, and I think, when you look at where Abu Dhabi today, I mean, the great leadership and the commitment from the government, along with the industrial partners like Boeing, they're going to be able to produce major aerostructures like the 787 vertical fin and deliver those here over the next 15 years. And I think, they've got the commitment, they've got the leadership. We're going to partner to develop the people. And I think that's a great combination and formula for success over the next years.